There comes a point on the spiritual path where your expansion can create a gap between you and the people around you. You may try to hold on for a while, translating yourself to be received by family and friends, but eventually you step away. You pull your energy back and you focus more deeply on yourself. This is what we call the lone wolf stage. This is where your default becomes doing things alone, spending time alone, creating your life alone. Not because you want to, but because it feels deeply necessary for your growth. The beauty of this stage is that it can bring you closer to Source, to God. Instead of being flooded by outside noise, you only hear you, the real you. I was in this stage for several years. Sometimes it felt deeply, painfully isolating, especially when I had to confront deep wounds and traumas on my own. Other times it was peaceful, steady, even liberating. This stage helped me heal from codependence, from outsourcing my authority to others, and subconsciously waiting for someone to come and save me from myself. The lone wolf stage has its benefits, but eventually it is meant to come to an end. Because as God continued to remind me during this stage, the deepest healing happens in community. Recently, I hosted a Spring Equinox gathering inspired by my spirit team to celebrate the end of winter, the rise of the energetic new year, and me moving into a new home. I didn't realize it at the time, but it was also a ceremony marking the end of my season of solitude. I decided to invite friends I met as the newer version of me, often while going out and doing things alone, as well as old friends who I never stopped caring for. Friends who had been evolving and shifting over time in that distance. I didn't know how the event would go, but instead of letting my anxiety completely paralyze me, I focused on creating an experience I would love for myself. Vibrant decor, fresh flowers, delicious food, a beautiful environment for connection, play, and joy. The day before the gathering, one of my newer friends offered to help me set up. While the old version of me would have tried to do it all alone to ensure I didn't inconvenience anyone or ask for too much, the new me accepted the help, and I am so glad I did. Not only did this relieve a ton of stress, it affirmed for me that I am supported by the people in my life, and that made all the difference. As my guests trickled in, the parts of me that were subconsciously trying to protect me from rejection tried to take over. You could call it my shadow. It asked, "Why are you even doing this?" It mocked, "This is so extra." And it sowed doubt. "This is such a waste of time." But these negative thoughts were overpowered by the love I felt as one by one people showed up with bright smiles, open hearts, and gifts. I really was not expecting gifts. We talked about life, we laughed, and we enjoyed each other's company. We played get to know you games that removed the walls of unfamiliarity and distance. And we answered Spring Equinox reflection questions that brought us into deeper waters with ourselves and with each other. We sat in circle, sharing those reflections, revealing our truths. This was much deeper than girl talk, though. As we shared from our hearts, I realized what we were doing was actually collective healing. No longer were we sitting with our pain, our anger, our grief, or our fear in isolation. Through vulnerable, open conversation, our feelings were witnessed, honored, and released. This may have just been one event, one beautiful evening together, but it felt like the start of a new chapter. A chapter rooted in love, and love wants to be shared. Love wants to be known. While self-love is the foundation, it's time to let others love us too.
She's popping the bottles. Welcome.
Cover and twist slowly.
Yep.
Slow.
Blessings.
And just think about it's going to enter my hand, not out into the ceiling.
You got it. There you go.
Oh, slow.
There you go. Twist and pull.
Slow.
Twist and pull.
Slow, you know. Nice and slow. There you go.
Yeah, Mom! I fixed my fear!
Yeah, pour the off.
That was great coaching.
I know.
Thank you.
You did that.